Hi everybody, this is Vaughn with Sweet Rocks Crystal Healing, and today we're working on a time-lapse video for 3 sets of earrings. I don't know why, but today I'm kind of feeling something airy, something light, something like a hot air balloon. So I feel like myself today. I feel awesome, I feel full of love, I feel very creative today. And I want to work with copper and silver, work with these beautiful moss agates that I have. I want to make something beautiful for three individuals. Not sure who, but it's exciting to see who they come to. So I'm twisting all my square wire to make it look braided. We're making the base shape here. And now we need to give it kind of a roundish look. Again, we're going for a hot air balloon look, so you can kind of see the gist of the shape that we're going through. Now doing these, we want to be as consistent as possible so that each set looks the same for it. In addition to the moss agate, I pulled 3 cards. It was really quick that went through there, but we drew, well, what fell out first was brown. And brown is a color that is a color signifying that we need to establish our boundaries. We don't have to be mean or rude about it, but we can just say, hey, that doesn't vibe with me, stop it. Bronze was the next color. Bronze is the color that is drawn to strengthen your body. So that's a color that I like to see a lot when saying that we need to strengthen our body. So do something about our health, do something about our nutrition, go out for a walk, do something to get active and get moving. Love the bronze color. It pops up a lot for me. Just says to get going, man. Get going, get moving. And the last color that was drawn was emerald. And emerald is the color to calm your mind, body, and soul. So these earrings with these colors are essentially going to help give you grounding properties, giving you courage and inner strength, and building your self-worth, and also giving you the balancing act of both the divine feminine and masculine. As we go about our life in the chaos of this world, it's okay to go to extremes on either end of good and bad, but what's important is that we're always finding our balance, our middle ground. And the 3 colors that were chosen will help you embody all of that. So the rocks that was chosen for the bronze was bronzite. Bronzite is a very grounding stone, very healing, very therapeutic for the body. Mahogany obsidian was chosen for the brown stone. Of all the obsidian, mahogany obsidian is the most gentle with its healing and grounding properties. In addition to the moss agate having so many mystical and magical properties, worlds trapped within worlds. It's beautiful to look at each individual little piece, because each one that's ever carved, cut, made, shaped, cabbed, whatever, always looks so different and unique to itself. Moss agate has transformative and grounding and healing properties with it. Each little capsule of moss agate is a time capsule of time in itself, giving you the meaning to you as a being, that to prize and cherish each present moment as we go through our life. Because each time that we go through a present moment, it may never be the same again. Moss agate is very transformative and gentle with its healing, as it brings out our emotional struggles, our emotional traumas, brings out the things that keep us dark and low and gloomy. Moss agate helps us transmute that and feel the comforting love of Gaia through every essence of her stones. Now, as I'm working through all of this, I'm just kind of pondering and thinking on the colors, the emerald, the bronze, and the brown. How am I going to pull this together? I have no idea. I never start with a designer plan. We just go for it and hope for the best. And I get lucky enough to actually just sit here and be like, let's add this to it. So what I'm adding to the little chain links is another bronzite piece to the bottom of these. Gives it more of the dangle, gives it more of the frill, gives it, a lot more character. The metals that I choose to work with today is the moon energies of the sterling silver, the sun energies of copper, and the fusion of energies of bronze. Between these three metals, they've been used and found in all through ancient histories and ancient technologies and ancient civilizations. With salt batteries, mercury batteries, all sorts of things were found with these three elements: bronze, copper, silver, and gold. But it's interesting, the three metaphysically. You got the cooling, balancing energy of the sterling silver, and you got the warming, radiant energy of the copper. And then you've got a really mystical balancing of the bronze. Bronze is copper and tin, so it's a little more stiff and rigid, but the appeal and the feel and the look of bronze is very similar to gold. Also maintaining the same continuity as copper for its energy transduction. Now, as you can see, as we're going through this, we're making 3 sets of earrings. All of them are going to represent the hot air balloon. And to me, what the hot air balloon kind of symbolizes and represents is that when the going gets tough, when we get hot and heated, we're put under pressure, we're under a lot of stress, anxiety is at its highest level, we got to let all that steam out somehow. And the hot air balloon, to me, is representation of all those pressures built up, to using that energy to become free, to fly away, to elevate our mind, our soul, and our body, to separate ourselves from the chaos, to bringing ourselves present, to living in the moment. The shape of the hot air balloon, to me, signifies as freedom, being able to see the vast landscape, letting the winds carry us along, surrendering to complete currents that surround us. So thank you for taking the time to watch my time-lapse video as I'm making a bunch of hot air balloons. Earrings for 3 special souls out there. I love you guys so very much. And thank you for all of your continued support as I work with these special and amazing crystals and rocks from Gaia. If you haven't already done it yet, hit that subscribe and hit that like. Go ahead and do a notification on there because I am putting out a lot more new content. And I'd love to connect with you. I absolutely enjoy doing what I do. And I love working with my hands. And I love working with all these beautiful creations from Gaia herself. And the balance of all things in life. So have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time on my next episode.